welcome back to Pumped on Life. Today we're talking about meal prep. We're talking about making it happen. How do you make it happen with food, with sticking to your goals?
Yep.
Super duper important. So I think we can just first let's just talk about the importance of meal prep.
We can't forget one thing.
We got to do our quote.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Just make one up. Let's kind of make one up. If you want to be successful, meal prep. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, no, I
Should
like
we
that.
redo our thing?
No.
Okay, perfect.
We're not starting
All
over.
right.
We're on. Okay, so I want to do this one. How determined you are determines your outcome.
I love it.
That one is by, who said that? Oh, I got it out of the book, You Are a Badass. One of my favorite books. You guys should read that one. Have you never read that?
I've read a couple books. And that's
all right, guys, we're out. Just kidding. That's such a good book. Okay, so determination. I really feel like that was a good quote because you had, oh God, a prepared quote would have been good too. Anyway, all right.
This is why we're the best podcasters out there right now.
Well, let's first talk about the importance of meal prepping.
Yeah, well, it's...
And this guy's in show prep right now, so that's like a whole nother level.
Yeah, and the thing is guys, I mean, it's the only way to be successful. In all seriousness, if you want to get in shape, if you want to be where you want to be, it really is. Like, there's no like, when we work with people, there's no sugarcoating, like, there's no easy button for meal prepping. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. If the easiest way that you can do it is if you find a food service and you can make them to make exactly what you want. Mm-hmm. But even that sometimes is difficult. But I mean, and we'll give you guys steps through this one of like things that we do to make it more like easy, make it casual. Like I'll do an audible right now. Like I have this coffee back here. And what I'll do is I like to do when I'm meal prepping is have something to sip on the whole time I'm meal prepping. Because I don't know about you, but when I'm meal prepping, I freaking grab and I'm not tracking any of that. So I might go a little over.
Isn't there?
I can't remember. Maybe there is.
Yeah.
I'll either have a diet soda or my coffee or something with me. So I know what, I'm not grabbing my food. I'll weigh my food, weigh out, and then eat it and then be like, oh, okay, I'm good. Then it screws up. It really screws up because that little thing is not entered and everything.
Yeah.
So
his tip number one is when you're meal prepping, have something that you are drinking so that you're not nibbling on the food.
Especially for your kids, right? Have you ever run into the problem of meal prep with kids and it's usually not the healthiest?
Oh my God. So you guys, I have 2 little kiddos and every parent will totally understand this. You're prepping your kids' meals, dinner, mac and cheese, take a bite here, take a bite there, right? You're putting their lunches together, goldfish, grab some here, grab some there. And that really does make a difference in your journey with weight loss or sticking to your plans, right?
Yeah, because you don't even realize it sometimes. You're like, oh, that's right, that little thing. Because it might be a little bit that's an extra, maybe it's only 60 calories. Mm-hmm. But you do that 7 times in a week, and all of a sudden, in a day, and you're gonna get fouled up.
Yeah. And so being prepared helps you not have that happen. Okay. So if you are prepared with your meals ahead of time, you are not going to be snacking on the first thing that you see. How many of us have come home from work? Right. We're super duper hungry. We waited to eat. Ugh. We're like, okay, when we get home, I'm going to make this meal, right? Oh. You're going to make it when you get home. Yeah. You're already
I'm just thinking about it right now.
Happen.
Yeah. No.
Then you get in the house and you're like, okay, so you start to pull out the food for what you're going to prepare. And all of a sudden you got a bag of chips open and you're just snacking on the chips while you're preparing food. And
defeats the purpose.
It really does. But I know that so many of you out there are like, been there every night I'm there, right?
Yeah.
And so if you would have had something prepared beforehand, and first of all, you shouldn't be going into that kitchen extremely hungry. You should be eating on a consistent basis where you're not feeling starving and wanting to do that anyway. But so eating consistently, having your meals prepared where you're eating them consistently, and then as well, not going home starving to then prep prep your dinner.
Yeah.
Right? You should already have that prepped.
Exactly. And another like thing you can do too is drink a protein shake before you're like in a meal prep, because that's so important. It's like a store. If you go into the grocery store hungry, come on, everything looks like the best thing ever on the planet. Like cereal, every little thing. Oh, I could actually eat this while I'm walking around the store. You know what I mean? Like, that's, but if you're full before you meal prep, you eat your dinner or whatever else it is, drink a protein shake or something, it's going to help you in your meal prep. And also, meal prep doesn't have to be freaking complicated. It can be so easy.
Oh my God. How often do you hear this? I don't have time to meal prep.
Yeah.
No! First of all, I don't have time for anything as an excuse.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. There's 24 hours in a day, and a thing that if you really want to make
a priority.
Yeah. And if you really want to make your day successful, act like there's only 12 hours in the day and say you only have 12 hours to get shiz done. Right. If you look at it that way, then you're going to get things done. So like...
You can make your meal prep as hard or as easy as you'd like. So how do you make it easy?
So I make it easy by just like, okay, so for instance, people that are like, they're busy. If you ever have a phone call with a friend, or if you ever see yourself watching a TV show or anything like that, or a game or something, you can't miss it. Well, you know what? Electronics are great these days. You can bring the computer right out to the grill. So I'll turn on the grill, turn it on, put my chicken on there. Simple. Have inside, I'll have a pan of like my lean ground turkey, lean ground beef. Then I got my big old red potatoes, poke a bunch of holes in them with a fork. You can cook them in the oven or you can cook them in the microwave, okay? But all of a sudden, I got 3 things going all at the same time. And it's just like boom, 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 back and forth. Hey, you need some cardio? There you go. You're walking back and forth too. Like seriously, you don't have to make it so complicated. Just look at it. You throw on some freaking asparagus on the grill. Make that simple. There's your asparagus. It's done. With the chicken as it's cooking. It's just like you can meal prep in 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You really can. And but it's like making that time. And if you don't think you have time, like Rachel said, sit down and evaluate your day, because I guarantee you there's a show that you make plenty of time for. I know I make time for Game of Thrones anytime. So like when it was on, so sad it's over. But it's like, but I would, it's just going to be
for the things that you want to make time for. And going back to what Bruce said, so keeping it simple.
You can crock-pot it at night.
Crock-pot. You can put something in the crock-pot, leave for the day, come back to it. So for us, in our household, we pick out 2 proteins to eat for the week. So it'll be either like chicken and shrimp or steak and fish or whatever. You guys, we pick out 2 proteins and we'll do those proteins for the week. So we do mass prep in that. We'll saute up whatever we're going to eat. We will throw it on the grill. Well, we'll get a whole bunch of it together. You can throw whatever you're not going to eat in the next couple of days. You can put it in the freezer, or I have people that do 2 meal preps a week so that they don't have to freeze anything. And then some of us, we'll meal prep everything on Sunday and we'll be smelling our food on Friday, but we're still eating it.
Yeah. Yep. I'm one of the guys that meal preps twice a week. I have to, even if I have to wake up early or have to stay up late, because I'd rather have my food fresh. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's what you want to make out of it, Yeah. And so, I mean, you got to keep it so simple. You
got to keep it simple, and if you don't want to keep it simple, make time not to keep it simple.
Yeah.
So our action items for you, if you're looking at this and you're like, every single week you're like, I'm gonna meal prep next week. I'm gonna do it next week. I'm gonna do it, and you just cannot get it done. I want you to take some time on your day off. I want you to take 30 minutes to an hour, okay? And I want you to plan out, okay? So that first 30 minutes to an hour, and guess what, you guys? This is going to get easier. But you're going to pick out a couple protein items, and then you're going to pick out a couple, like, veggie items. And I don't care if they're frozen veggies, geez. I mean, whatever. They don't have to be fresh. Yeah. We're going to talk about that more in nutrition. Bruce will talk about his soda and all that. But picking out your 2 proteins. And then I want you to pick out multiple ways that you can prepare those 2 proteins and veggies and things that you can put on the sides that will pair with either of those, right? We're keeping it simple, right? So you're going to prepare like the 3 sides and the 2 proteins, and you're going to be able to swap those around. Now, guess what? It doesn't have to be boring. You simply switching out the spices that you're using for your preparation can be a game changer. A game changer. You can prep chicken in I don't even know how many ways. Like it's too many to even count. You can put it in the crock pot with a thing full of salsa, and you could shred that up later on. You could throw it on the grill. You could put it with some barbecue sauce, mustard. You could put it in the oven. You could, like how many ways you put it in the crock. We already talked about the crock.
Yeah, Instapot. If you have an Instapot,
game changer.
Yeah, you should invest in an Instapot.
Yeah. So having that, then prepping it, and if you're weighing out your food, then you're going to go ahead and portion it out into weighing it out. Don't just think you know what you're doing right away, right? Weigh it out, put your protein portions in there, put your veggies in there, go ahead and put them in. Guess what you're going to be able to do? You're going to be able to grab those bad boys out and go on your way. Then, as far as snacks go, in the in-between, you're going to as well, we're keeping it simple. So you picked out your 2 proteins, your 3 sides, and now you're going to pick out your snacks. So you're going to pick out the things that you want to eat, and we're going to keep it the same throughout the week. You could change it for next week, but this week it's going to be the same. So you're going to do let's see, if you wanted to do nuts, you could do nuts. You could do beef jerky. You could do string cheese. You can do apple and peanut butter. I mean, God, you guys, we could go on all day long. And I will tell you, we work for a company who has an incredible app that gives you a ton of recipe ideas. I mean, it is really, really amazing. There's another way of coming up with ideas.
Yeah. And if you guys need anything, you can direct message any of us too. And maybe Rachel on our website will have a list of foods. There you go.
Thanks, Bruce. All right. So your action item that you're going to do is you're going to spend 30 minutes to an hour planning out a simple menu that you can prepare throughout the week. And then you're going to spend 30 minutes to an hour prepping that food. And you're going to be prepared for the week ahead. Again, you're going to make time for, whatever is a priority to you, right?
Yep.
But it does make all the difference in being prepared. Yeah. So, all right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We're out.